When everyone thought this Roblox player was terrible, I was the only one who noticed something wasn't right. Every game he'd lose, not close losses, terrible losses. He'd make the dumbest moves possible, get eliminated, and leave. And he'd join another server and do it all over again. At first, everyone just laughed at him. One guy even typed, "Bro, have you played this game before?" He replied, "A little." Then he lost again. But here's what bothered me. After every loss, he'd stay in the server for about 10 seconds. He wouldn't talk. He'd just stand there, watching. Then he'd leave. The next day, he joined again. Same thing. Lost, watched, left. By the third day, everyone had started making fun of him. Someone called him the worst player on Roblox. Another guy said, "Just uninstall." He didn't respond. He just typed one thing. Interesting. Then left. That's when I started paying attention. I noticed that every time he lost, he'd change something. One game he'd rush. The next he'd stay back. Another game he'd copy someone's movement. He was terrible at first, but he was getting better. Very slowly. Then one night he joined our server again. One of the best players challenged him. Everyone started laughing. This should be easy. The game started, and the guy who'd been losing for days suddenly played completely differently. He countered everything. He knew exactly when the other player would attack. He knew where he'd move. He knew what strategy he'd use. And somehow, he won. The entire chat went silent. The good player typed, "How did you know I was going to do that?" The mysterious player replied, "You've done it 6 times." Everyone started freaking out. Then another player said, "Wait, you've been doing this to all of us?" No response. I asked him directly, "Were you losing on purpose?" He finally replied, "I wasn't trying to win." I said, "Then what were you doing?" He answered, "Learning." That's when it clicked. Every time he lost, he was studying the person who beat him. Their movement, their timing, their habits, their favorite strategies. He wasn't the worst player in the server. He was using the server to practice against everyone. And now he'd figured out almost all of us. I messaged him, "So who's left?" He replied, "You." I laughed. "Good luck." He sent one more message. "I already watched you for 3 games." I immediately left the server. Because apparently, I had spent 3 days training my own final boss.